What's up, guys? In today's episode, I go over the early 1990s Marshall 8100 Valvestate. Stay tuned. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Luis Torres, and interestingly enough, for years, I've always known that Chuck from Death always used a Marshall 8100 Valvestate head, which to me just sounded and always seemed mind-blowing, because you can get these heads for like $200, and you could have for the last, 15 years. So here's the Valvestate hybrid of this amp. So the preamp section is tube driven with one 12AX7 tube. Everything else is solid state. Apparently Chuck never liked the Marshall JCM 800 sound. He just never liked the sound of a tube amplifier. And before he was using Marshall, he actually used Randall, all of Randall's solid states. So mainly the RG 100 ES, which is the same amp that Dimebag Daryl used. So fast forward, and there's always been this mix between it's too harsh of a 1990s, fizzy gain stage, and which is true, and I've had, I back then, I had a Fender M80, which was super high fizz, but you had to figure out your tone using the contour knob. And Marshall, with this 8100 Valvestate, it's the same thing. It has a contour, and that whole era was kind of the hybrid. Well, if you want a tube amp, it's going to cost more, but if you want something that's tube-like, here's this hybrid, which has a tube-driven gain stage, and everything else is solid state. And if you want to adjust your tone, here's this contour. Some guys love it, some don't. I've actually heard different guys, whether it's Usenets or different Facebook groups, and they're just like, don't bother with it. There's a reason why it's inexpensive. And it's inexpensive because it's just a fizz monster, which is true if you are going into the Marshall 8100 thinking that you, one, are going to get Chuck's tone, which you're not, because he actually used pedals with it, and two, you're thinking you're going to get some kind of a modern metal tone with something that was made 30 years ago and designed around that Boss Metal Zone fizz buzz craziness. So what I'm doing with my Marshall 8100 that I just got a few days ago is running guitar into my VFE standout. I cut the gain on the 8100. I have the drive on my pedal to 1 o'clock. But keep in mind that this pedal has a high pass and low pass filter, so I get to adjust that amount of fizz that everyone tends to usually hear. And then I just messed around with the contour until I found something that I like, and hopefully you guys will like it too, and can kind of pick up on the modern tone that you can squeeze out of this amp. So I'm going to be using my 1991 ESP M2 Custom. It is equipped with a Seymour Duncan Nazgul in the bridge. So let's have a listen. So guys, there you have it, the super iconic Marshall 8100 Valvestate, which again were used by bands like Prong, Obituary, Death. I mean, it is literally the epitome of early 90s metal. And like I said, with a few little, dab this way of the knob, turn this way, throw your favorite overdrive pedal on there, adjust your tone, adjust the drive, adjust the contour knob on the Marshall, along with the amount of gain on there. And although you still have that little fizziness, it is literally, it can do modern to some degree. So if you play anything heavy, metalcore, hardcore, anything along that genre, you are definitely going to land right on it. I mean, it literally sounds more like an Ampeg from the early 90s. So if, without having to spend, $500, $600, $700 for that amp, this amp all day long, I've seen it between $200 to $250. Someone sent me a message the other day and mentioned that they bought theirs for $160. The guy I bought this one from actually got it for free from one of his buddies who went to the military. And I guess he had reached out to his buddy and he's like, hey, anything you want me to do with this amp? Apparently he had stopped playing guitar a few years ago. And he's like, sell it. And that's how I have it today. So again, if you get the chance to find yourself a quality, not beaten up Marshall 8100 Valvestate, I'm telling you, you're going to absolutely love it, especially if you're running out of a Marshall with V30s or a Mesa with Celestion V30 as a 412 or 212. But you're just going to absolutely love it. I mean, it's probably one of the best heads that I bought in 2020. So again, grab yourself a Marshall 8100 as soon as possible, because once word starts to get out that it's actually pretty good, it's going to just go, it'll just naturally run up from there. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Happy January 1st, 2021. Let's hope for an amazing year, unlike last year, which was crazy to say the least. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button, and as usual, I'll talk to you guys soon.